Welcome everyone, this is Like It's 1985 with my review of ToyBiz Marvel Legends Elektra. Now, as some of you may know, watching my previous female action figure reviews, I'm sort of on a quest to find, in my opinion, what is the best articulated, best looking female action figure. Now, that means that she's got to be articulated, but also she's got to look, feminine, look good, look pleasing to the eye, basically. And one of the ones that I mentioned as having a problems is Marvel Legends Psylocke, where her crotch is basically a diaper crotch. If you know what she looks like, you know what I mean by that. Well, I was pleasantly surprised to find out that Elektra did not have that problem. She does probably give a little bit away in articulation, but it's if it's going to be a pleasing looking pelvic area, then it's worth it to me to sacrifice some articulation. And we'll get into that just a minute here, but I want to just kind of take a look at her first. One thing you'll notice, see her leg where she has that red band. Those paint applications are put on very nicely. I don't see any smudges. And the problem I had with Marvel Legends Psylocke was that the band, she has similar bands along her legs and arms, and they were just sloppy paint applications. And I think I wasn't the only one. I think I've watched other reviews where the Marvel Legends Psylocke had some issues with paint applications in addition to having the crotch or the diaper crotch issue. So let's go ahead and rotate her around, take a look at her backside here. Now this is nice. I'm a sucker for any action figure, Gundam, Transformer. It doesn't matter if they got swords. I'm already liking it. So that's the reason. One of the reasons I picked her up was because, hey, she's got swords. What I didn't realize was she had the side too. These two weapons here, and at first, because the paint was kind of causing some friction, I thought these were removable. When I tugged a little more on them, they actually removed. So not only does she have the swords, but she has the other two side weapons. So this sheath thing is detachable, so you can take it off, which is good, and which is what I think we'll do for the articulation. Just unpegs from our back here. I'll set that aside for now. Alright, articulation. So, we've got the swivel neck, and then there's also a joint that can have her look up and down a little bit like that. Shoulders are really articulate. There's, I guess, 3 points, of articulation. She can rotate her arm back and forth like that. It can go out like that. And then if that wasn't enough for you, she can swivel at the very upper arm. You can see where my finger is there. Swivels. Of course, she's got a nice bend at the elbow. Double jointed, as you can see. And right above where my finger is, there is a rotation swivel joint there. Looks like it's a little loose. On her wrist, she doesn't have a swivel, but she has the bend. She can bend her wrist like there's a joint right there. And her forefingers are on a joint. So you can see they open and close like that, which allows her to grasp her sword very nicely. Ab articulation, she can go like that. And then waist articulation, of course, she can go like that. Now, here's where we get to the part where I really like this figure. You can see she has the V crotch, which I think is kind of an antiquated articulation point, but you can see, at least in my opinion, it's a more natural looking pelvic area. So articulation-wise, you can see there's a V joint there. That's what I'll call it anyways. She can go out like this. And of course, she can't come straight out like a normal person would be able to, but she can kind of go out to the side. That's totally fine with me. Doesn't bother me because like I say, the pelvic area looks definitely feminine, so that's a definite plus. She can go out like this. There's a, I guess you call it a swivel joint or something like that, like that. There's a rotation on her upper thigh, as you can see, to the joints right above my thumbnail there. Okay, of course you got leg articulation. This one's a little more stiff than the other one here, but you can see you can go about that far. So she might be able to do some kneeling poses or whatever. Articulation, and where I guess this is her boot. Right there, you can see there's a joint right above my fingernail. Whoops, I guess you can't see because my fingernail's in the way. And then we have articulation at the ankles, of course. Go back and forth like that. And then since it's on a, I believe it's on a ball joint, it can go like that. And then if that wasn't enough for you, we've got toe articulation. So really pretty cool. Again, the articulation-wise and appearance-wise, she has the right pelvic area, so that's good. That's good in my book. Let's go ahead and arm her with her weapons. Go ahead and take out one of the sai and one of the swords. And here's where it's nice to have this articulation. Whoops, because you can open her hand and then squeeze it pretty tight, and she holds the sai pretty well, I think. Especially if you go like that. Let's go ahead and arm her with her sword. The back of the box in her bio, and I guess it's kind of obvious maybe to some people, but she apparently doesn't have any superpowers. She's just very extremely well adept at martial arts, so I found that kind of interesting. I didn't know that about her. So yeah. Oops. Get her to stand here. So yeah, Marvel Legends Elektra. And you can see also her face as just want to point this out, is a very feminine looking face. We don't have any can't think of her name now, but there's the new Marvel Legends, the Hasbro one. There's a she dresses in white. I want to say the White Witch, but that's not. Yeah, Emma Frost. Emma Frost. Yes, the new Marvel Legends Hasbro Emma Frost has that mannish look to it. I don't think she does. I think Elektra is pretty feminine looking, so I definitely, that's definitely a plus. So she definitely Elektra definitely tops Psylocke as far as having that feminine look, but yet being articulate. So yeah. Yeah, I would recommend picking her up. Like I said, for me, the bonus is in the accessories with the weapons and the nice paint applications. They're not sloppy as they are in Marvel Legends Psylocke. And of course, the crotch joint is the joint that I prefer. You know, realizing yes, that does make her leg stick out at an awkward angle, but you know, I'm willing to live with that. And let's take a look. Actually, this is, I don't know if I should show this, but I guess I will. You can see her posterior there. There is a paint application right there, a paint error, smudge, whatever. But, you know, it's not a diaper look for sure, I don't think, I would say. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Like It's 1985 with my review of Marvel Legends Elektra from the ToyBiz line. Thanks for watching.